everybody, what's up? It's Chapman here, and in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to turn this pillager outpost into one of the easiest and most efficient Bad Omen farms in Minecraft. This farm is going to take anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes to build at most in your world, and by the end of it, you should have a chest full of Bad Omens, and all you have to do is just stand here. Now, these are all the items that you're going to need for the farm. The obsidian is going to be because we're building the portals. The glass is going to be for something over in the nether, same with the lava. Ice we are going to be using in place of water, but if you want to just bring along 12 buckets of water, you can definitely do that. And then for this, you're going to need to bring along an iron golem, but if you don't want to have any blind spots in your farm, you want to bring along at least 2 to 3 iron golems at most. And then this stuff here is for the storage system. Also bring along some temporary blocks in order to block yourself in and get this thing done. And then to start, the first thing that we're going to do is we're just going to fly over here and we are going to set this pillager outpost on fire. And then while we wait for that to burn down, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to set myself up some iron golems in order to keep these pillagers just kind of away from me. And then with those guys walking around helping us out with these pillagers, we're just going to remove all of this cobblestone. And with that all done, we can start building this farm. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to come to where the center of the outpost used to be, which is going to be right here. And we're going to count out 11 blocks from the center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the 11th block, we are going to dig this out and we are going to build a 3-wide portal. Just like that, and we are going to do this on all 4 sides of this outpost. And with your 4 portals done that are 11 blocks from center on the farm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Next, we're going to take our walls and we're going to build out from each portal, creating a box around our farm. And then all we're going to do is we are just going to light each one of these portals. And with those lit, we're next going to take our water, and in the corners of the foundation from where this pillager outpost went, we are going to place down a water source in each corner. We're going to place another water source right here in the center. And then we are going to place one more water source on the inside corners of each one of these walls that we built. Once these are all in place, you can either wait for these to melt or you can just punch them and then, you know, melt them yourself. And what this is going to do is this is going to stop any pillagers from spawning inside the center of this farm. And then with that done, all we need to do is we just need to place a temporary block in the center here. Then we need to build ourselves an iron golem, remove this temporary block, and our farm is almost done. So that is what it should look like right there. The only thing that we need to do now is we need to build a killing chamber, and then we can move on to the collection system. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to pick any one of these portals. And I am going to place down 3 temporary blocks on the back side of this portal just to stop the water. On the opposite side, I am going to build myself a little room in order to work from. And then I am going to go through the nether and I'm going to prepare myself because there's probably going to be a whole bunch of pillagers over here. And there is. And then right where this portal is, on the lower half of it, I am going to place down a double chest on both sides of this portal. 1 block above this double chest, I'm going to place down some glass blocks and make myself a trough in order to place some lava. And I am going to do this the same for both sides. Okay, so that is what it should look like right there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place down 1 block on both sides. Actually, I'm going to completely fill this one side in. And then on the other side, I'm going to have both my lava ready. And then I'm going to go inside this portal. I'm going to place down a glass block, place down both my lava sources, and then we are going to go back to the overworld. So I'm going to go glass, lava, lava. And then whatever portal that you come back through, this is the portal where we need to build our collection system. So we can come over to this portal right here and we can remove all of these blocks that are on the outside. We can remove the 3 blocks that I put in here in order to kind of block the flow of water. And then around this portal where we just came out from, we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to build ourselves in and kind of close ourselves off from the world. We're going to place 3 more temporary blocks on the outside of this portal just to block the water. And then we are actually going to break this portal. And for this collection system, we need to run 3 minecarts going into this obsidian. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig this out, and underneath where this obsidian would be, we're just going to dig this out as well. And then we are going to place 3 hoppers going into a chest. Once you have that done, we're now going to remove this chest. We're going to replace this obsidian, and then we are going to remove this first piece of obsidian. And then from here, we're going to do the same thing for each one of these pieces of obsidian. We're going to take our rails and we're going to run our rails going into the obsidian like that. We're going to replace our obsidian, run our minecart going into the obsidian, and then we're going to remove our rails. We're going to do the same thing for the opposite side. So place our rails with our rail going into the corner. We're going to replace our obsidian, run our minecart going into the obsidian, and then we have 1 piece left. And I am tired of saying obsidian. And there, once you have all 3 minecarts sitting inside the obsidian, we're just going to remove this grass right here, and we are going to place down a double chest. We are going to fill our area back in. We're going to light our portal, put a single slab above the chest with a trapdoor so that way we can access it. And the only thing that we need to do now is we need to remove our grass blocks. We need to remove our temporary blocks. And just like that, already you can see the farm is working. So that is your farm setup right there, all done and complete. As you can see, the water that is in the farm is actually holding the iron golem right in the center where he needs to be. He attracts all of the pillagers that are around the farm into the portals. Once the pillagers are in the portals, they go over to the nether, in which time they bump themselves around and touch the lava, setting themselves on fire. All of the items then pop and come back to the overworld. They then get collected by the minecart and the chest, and the only thing that we have to do now is we need to take the coordinates of where this chest is, which is on Y62, and we need to go anywhere between 120 and 126 blocks above that number, and that is where we're going to build our AFK platform. Okay, and once your AFK platform is done, as you can see, the farm is working, but we still have a couple of things that we need to do in order to increase the efficiency on it. For one, we need to either put slabs or remove all of that cobblestone down there in order to avoid that. We do not want any mobs spawning anywhere but outside the farm. And like I said earlier, to avoid any blind spots where the pillagers are just standing around, bring along some extra iron and build yourself anywhere from 3 to 4 iron golems. 3 is pretty much the max that you're going to need for this. But I like to go 4 just because the way these guys bump themselves around, there's never any pillagers stuck behind one of these obsidian walls where they can't see the guys. But once you have that all sorted out, all we need to do now is we just need to go AFK for a little bit. And I mean, look it. I have barely been AFKing, and this is the amount of Bad Omen potions that I already have. It's kind of insane. It's kind of insane how efficient this thing is. Okay, but with that stuff done, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go AFK for about an hour, and we are going to see just how much we get in an hour. And after an hour and 12 minutes, Look at all of the bottles that we have gotten. Oh, and apparently we got a poor little sheep guy too. Oh my goodness. But so far we've gotten a full stack of 1s, almost a stack of 2s, a full stack of 3s, almost a stack of 4s, and nearly a full stack of Bad Omen 5s. And we even got an extra Bad Omen 3 because this is just so fast. But oh my goodness, look at all of those pillager captains, everybody. Oh, and look, everybody, the iron golems don't have a single scratch on them, in case you were worried. But that's it. There's your Bad Omen and pillager outpost farm, everybody. The worst thing about this farm is honestly the banners that you collect from it. But what I have gone and done is I have set up a system that you can easily get rid of the banners into either a separate chest system or even a dropper, shooting them into some fire. Now, this is the system right here. This is where the original double chest was, where we would collect the items from. And all I have done is move one half of those chests down 1 block and then run a hopper going into that chest. And then below that chest, I have 2 hoppers going into another chest. This could even be a dropper. And all of this is for our banners. Now, in order to separate the banners, what you need to do is you need to put a comparator coming out from this hopper right here with a slab in front of it and then 2 pieces of redstone dust. You need a redstone torch on the end of that 2 pieces, a sticky piston, and then a redstone block on the sticky piston. And then with all of that in place, what you need to do is in the front hopper, you need to put 16 banners with 4 random items. Okay, these can literally be 4 of any random item if you would like to. And then behind that one, we need another 4 random items with just 3 banners inside of it. And what that is going to do is that any banners that come inside this chest here, they are automatically going to get pulled down through the system and filtered into this chest. Again, this could be a dropper going into fire. And any potions that come through, once they hit this chest, they are going to get ignored because this is locked and they're going to end up in this chest right here. Nice. And as you can see from just setting this system up and running it for the original hour that I ran it for, look at the amount of Bad Omen bottles that I am sitting on. This is literally more than you need. And I know because I just used over 90 keys to get Windburst 3, okay? It took me 90 plus keys to get Windburst 3. So trust me, when I say that you guys are going to need these, you're going to need them. Okay, but that is the system right there in order to separate the banners from everything. Again, 4 random items with 16 banners, 4 random items with 3 banners, and anytime any banners show up into this system, they are just going to get pulled down and filtered through this hopper chain and end up into this chest. Again, since you're not down here, if you want to just get rid of these banners and put them into some lava or some fire, you can totally do that. And all the system does is just drop your chest down 1 extra block, but you can totally get it from the original position. But there it is, everybody. The Bad Omen bottle farm. Leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Chapman Official if you guys need anything. Oh, and also over on the website, chapmanofficial.com, we have added 3 new calculators onto the website. We have added a portal calculator, a tick calculator, and a tick rate calculator, which is actually extremely useful for farming. So go check them out. We have been busy. And some of you have also been asking for some new merch. Don't worry. We've got some more drops coming. We've just been, I've been busy. But there it is, the Bad Omen farm, everybody. A 20-minute build, and then an hour and a half later, you're dead. You're just completely dead because you fell to your death. Leave me alone. No, an hour and a half later, you have this many Bad Omen bottles. And for the record, that's a stack plus 34 of Bad Omen 5 bottles. You know how many an hour and 40 minutes that is? Each one of those is an hour and 40 minutes at the trial chambers. An hour and 40 minutes. That alone could possibly maybe get you enough keys to hopefully get Windburst. But that's it. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. And I'll see you on the next one. I'll show you guys how I got 90. I'll show you how I got 90 trial keys. The ominous ones in my next video. It was stupid easy. See ya.